Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you Woo Woo Wednesday, your live weekly tarot reading where I tune into the energy of the cards to see what we need to pay attention to this week. And I am back from California. I know I missed you guys last week. We were traveling and I was exhausted. We didn't get home until almost 1 a.m. So I could not join you for Woo Woo Wednesday. I almost felt like a little piece of my soul was missing. So I'm so excited to be here live with you this week. Say hello if you're watching live. Where are you watching from? And if you have any questions about what's going on this week, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'm going to be reading from my very own self-love oracle deck today. You guys know I have like the prototype before we get to the actual printed deck. So I thought, why not continue to read from this self-love oracle deck, especially considering June is the month of self-love. And my friend Mel Wells is actually running her self-love week right now. So it seems like the appropriate time to really be diving into messages around empowerment and self-care and nurturing ourselves and going after our dreams. I feel like a lot of us are, you know, really tapping into those passions that we're excited about. We're being called into a new direction. So I'd like to know, where are you at on your journey right now? What's going on for you? Are you like in the middle of a transition or transformation? Are you starting a new job? Are you a new relationship or leaving an old relationship? What's going on in your world? I love hearing from you. So take a moment just to say hello before we dive into the reading. And if you know a soul sister who would love this message, go ahead and tag them in the comments below. Hey Anne, hey Vala, hey Chris, so good to see you. Hey Kaio. All right guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just gonna shuffle the cards with the intention that we receive the message that we need most. Actually, if you guys can't tell, I was totally channeling like this hairstyle today. And you know, it's funny because yesterday, we did a live masterclass inside the Elevated Life Membership Club, my husband and I, and it was all about effective communication. And we did throat chakra healing meditations. We did all kinds of stuff that really activated expressing our truth and sharing our voice. And oh my gosh, confession time. I got off of the live training call and I was scheduled to write more in my Oracle guidebook. And I can say that I spent like 4 hours straight just writing. It was the most amazing thing ever. And so I tell you what, if you activate your throat chakra, you really can open up that free-flowing channel to express your creativity. I am literally less than 5 cards away from being done with writing the guidebook for the cards. I'm so excited. So our goal is to be finished by the end of the month. Everyone send us good vibes so that we can finish it up on time. Hey Carrie, your shirt, where is it from? You look great. Thank you so much. This is a shirt from Madewell, and I appreciate it. It's even like, it's so cute, by the way. Like, hold on. We've got like this little waist thing and a little tie. So cute. I actually wore it in my photo shoot last month, if you guys have seen some of those pictures that have been coming out. Okay, and it has stars on it. I mean, hello, I had to have it. It was stars. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle with the, woo, cards are already flying into my hand. Okay, 3 cards just popped up, literally flipped over into my hand, didn't see one of them. I'm going to put it off to the side, but before I do, I'm actually gonna show you one of these cards really quick. Hold on, let me make sure I can get both here. This one's called You Are Perfectly Beautiful. This is an amazing card of like inclusivity to let you know that there's no one type of beautiful, that there are so many different shapes, shades, colors, types, styles, textures, things like that. So I am so excited about my deck. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. If you have any questions about my Oracle deck, use this time to ask me. I am so thrilled to bring it out into the world. And if there's something you'd like to see, I'm still creating it. So let me know if you have any good ideas. Okay, are you guys ready for this reading? I'm gonna scoop these cards right out of the way and just catch up with all of your comments. I'm shedding the old and emerging as an authentic version yet to be seen by the world. And I know exactly what you mean. So when we were in California, we were hiking in Tahoe. My shoulders got really sunburned because we hadn't planned on like going on this crazy adventure of hiking in the mountains and train tunnels, and we didn't plan on it. We were just going to get crepes, like vegan crepes at at the farmer's market, but it turned into this spontaneous trip. Well, my shoulders got crazy burn, and I was taking a shower this morning, and I could just feel all the skin coming off. And I have, you guys know, I have tons of butterflies on my shoulder. So I was like rubbing off all the skin, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm emerging like a new version of myself. And I just was like, okay, wings, like, and I was wiping off all of that skin, which is kind of crazy. So I'm like physically shedding the old skin. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And says, oh my God, she's so watching the Elevated Life after this. Yeah, that masterclass inside the Elevated Life Club was on fire. I mean, literally blew open my throat chakra, which if you've been following me for any time, you know that was something that's been a major issue and a major block for me. Hashtag me too. Hello, I was born with my umbilical cord around my throat, all kinds of crazy stuff. So it was such a powerful healing transformation training that we did, even for me as the teacher, which was so cool. Hey, Laura, when is the pre-sale opening? Great question. We don't have an answer for that yet because we are still in creation mode. Once we get into marketing, I'll have a better idea. But today I am working on putting together the opt-in for the wait list. So there's a special wait list for the Oracle guidebook that I'm creating, and that is what I'm working on today. So thank you for asking, Anne. I need to catch the replay also. Yes, if you are an elevator inside the club already, you've signed up to be a part of our membership club, then go watch the replay. You should have the email in your inbox, as well as I started posting them inside the Facebook group, trying to make it easy for you guys. Okay, you guys ready? I'm telling you, throat chakra wide open. You guys ready to speak your truth? Okay, the first card for this week is tune into your inner peace. I love this card so much. I'm gonna just take a moment to show both Instagram and Facebook because we're hanging out on both here. Hold on, let me see. There we go. I want to show you guys that big, beautiful moon on there. Okay, tune into your inner peace. This card is all about finding your center, your balance, your rhythm, your flow, right? Right now we're going through these transitions and changes, and when that happens, we kind of get a little uncomfortable because we're stepping into a new territory, right, outside of our comfort zone. So it's all brand new. It's normally our comfort zone is our routines and our rituals, and when we step outside of those, it gets weird, right? And so this card comes up to say you're expanding your boundaries, you're expanding your comfort zone, and so it's important for you to find that inner peace. Come back to who you are. Don't worry about your to-do list. Literally, okay, so I just said my opt-in was on my to-do list along with like a blog and an email and some other things. I took a shower and laid on the bed and took a nap. Like I needed time out. So sometimes your inner peace means like getting away from your to-do list and just taking time to be quiet and to be present. And sometimes that actually makes so much more happen. So this card pops up as a reminder that you need to take time away from the busyness of your life, from the stress of your life, and find your center of balance. And it's going to change from month to month, from year to year. Your inner peace and your center of balance is going to be shifting. So it's important for you to constantly tune back in and say, okay, where am I? Am I struggling too far to the right? Am I like lacking to the left? You've got to find your center. So how does that resonate with you? Where do you find your center of peace? Is it, for me, it's nature. The answer is always true, and that's why we included the moon phase and the palm trees in this card, because nature really helps me to come back to that center of peace. There's no external like you got to do this or post another blog or write another email, right? It's just coming back to who you are and your breath and being centered and present, and sometimes that is the healing that we absolutely need. Not to do more, right? Okay, let me catch up with your comments. Woot woot, I'm on my way to class to learn finance, something totally new to me, but completely necessary. A whole nother level of blooming right now. I can't wait for this new journey. Amazing. You know, learning to love yourself and living an elevated life or an enlightened life is about taking responsibility, and finances are a huge part of the game that we have to play here on earth. So I'm really proud of you for taking responsibility of your finances. You know, a lot of fear can come up around that because it's so rooted in our root chakra, because it's all about our safety, our comfort, our security. So congratulations on stepping outside your comfort zone to learn new skills. I mean, you can't learn new skills inside your comfort zone, right? I'm so excited about this next stage. I keep trying to center myself. And that's the thing, every day. find your center, find your center. It's like moment to moment. It's not like once a month, like when the full moon rolls around, like let's make sure we're not dying. Like it's every day. Like, what do I need in order to feel more peace at this moment? And sometimes it's just a deep breath. Sometimes you gotta like, sometimes you might need to cry it out or call a friend. Just take time each day to tune into your peace and say, what do I need to come back to a center of peace, right? Let's keep going. The next card, oh my gosh, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird for me. To pull your own face on an oracle card. So this card comes up as a reminder to show off your inner sparkle. It says, show off your inner sparkle and shine from the inside. Oh my gosh, how exciting. So this is the name of the deck, Shine from the Inside. And it goes along with the entire course, Shine School, that I made to help empower you to make friends with your darkness so that you can share your gifts and shine your light with the world. We all have it. We all have that darkness and the struggle and the hate and the fear and all that nonsense. But when we can overcome it and we can be empowered by it, that's when we start to inspire others, right? And when this card comes up, one, hello, it's time to shine. I just love this card. I mean, could it not be like, this card really is the perfect representation of what it means to shine from the inside. When you shine from the inside, there's this unmistakable, effortless grace about you. You no longer are worried about what other people think. You can tell when people are like in fear of judgment, criticism. They're not paying attention to the conversation. They're like, she's like thinking about me. Oh my God, is my shirt okay? And like, you can see they're like getting uncomfortable in their own body, you know? There's just this beautiful quality that shines when a woman says, fuck it, I don't care what anyone else thinks about me. And actually, this is one of the cards I have yet to write. It's the final card in the entire deck. It's number 44. And it's one of the last ones that I'm going to write. So I feel like after sharing this here, this is the first time I've ever even talked about what the meaning behind the card is. I'm going to have to go back and watch my own replay. And just to remind you that, you know, when you shine from the inside, it's when you just don't give a shit about what other people think anymore. And it's when you take responsibility to reclaim that personal power and say, you know what, I love and accept myself for exactly who I am, the exact way I am right now. That's the most important, because we're constantly changing and evolving. We can't wait until we lose 20 pounds and then we'll love ourselves, because we'll never take the action it would take to lose that 20 pounds. Because if you don't love yourself today, you're not going to get up and do those healthy exercises or eat the right food or say the right things to yourself if you're not starting today. So if you're someone who struggles with self-love and you're like, I can't even tell myself that I love myself, I don't even like looking in the mirror, then I challenge you to get in front of the mirror and take your clothes off and just take a moment to look at yourself and listen to what comes up. Again, learning to love yourself is about taking responsibility. And if you're avoiding that, you're shit-talking yourself every time you get dressed, then you're avoiding the truth and you're avoiding the growth and the healing on the other side of that hate that you have for yourself. So if you're someone who struggles with self-love, then I encourage you to take a look at yourself in the mirror and just see what comes up. See what you say. For me, I used to say awful, nasty things about being fat and ugly and not good enough. And Chris still gives me a hard time because I'm always talking about my teeth are weird. He's like, your teeth are fine. So we all have a thing, right? So we have to just address and look at it directly in the face. Bam. Oh my God. I can't wait to write all this down after I get off woo-woo. I'm going to go finish my guidebook because I'm like so excited to share. And again, with that throat chakra healing class that we did in the Elevated Life Club, oh, I can't help but express. Are you guys loving these cards? It's just so fun to be able to share what I've been working on for the last 2 years. Okay, let me catch up with your comments. They don't like auto scroll. So crazy. Laura Jane says, love it. Hey, Celeste, you mentioned shedding the old. Yeah, it's so true. Okay, last card for the week. Unleash your inner wild child and get up and dance. I think I must have known something. So like, I'm literally wearing a shirt with stars on it, which we have here on this card. And the other card is me. I didn't plan it, I swear. So this card comes up when you're being asked to like not give a shit about what other people think of you, to get up and just be free and just to play again. And it's so crazy because this get up and dance, unleash your inner wild child, way crazy, because my own personal tarot reading this morning was the 6 of Cups. And if you know anything about tarot, 6 of Cups is all about tapping back into that younger, innocent version of yourself, having that childlike joy, being spontaneous, playing, giving of yourself in like a an abandoned kind of way, like just so freely, not with any expectation, like, oh, if I give you love, you're gonna have to give it back to me, like just giving out of pure joy. And when this card comes up, it's a reminder to get back to that crazy, spontaneous you, to like get up and unleash your inner wild child, to play, to sing, to dance, to get naked. If you guys do follow Mel Wells, you'll have to check out her latest post. She got like half naked and ran through the streets and says, who cares what your neighbors think? That's what this card reminds me of, is just getting up and being free. And like when we were kids, we never cared what people thought of us. When we were like 5 and 6 years old, we didn't like go, we didn't care at all what other people thought about us. We just went up to the friend at the park and like, hey, my name's Brittany, you wanna play? Like we didn't even like hold ourselves back from making those deep, lasting connections with other people. So this card is a reminder to take off your shell, to take off the mask, to let go of some of the heaviness and the seriousness. Life is not meant to be serious. Life is a play, and it's meant to be enjoyed. So when you see unleash your inner wild child, get up and dance, it's a reminder to get up and play, to have fun, to express yourself creatively, to get a coloring book out, like do something that brings you back to the moment, that makes it fun again. Whatever and I want to know, like, what's a way for you that helps you to unleash your inner wild child? Do you like to paint or color or play outside or play with animals? Do you like to dance or sing? What is that thing that helps you to get up and unleash your inner wild child? Celeste says, dance. You're on fire. Thank you, Laura. I'm telling you, that throat chakra healing meditation that I guided everyone through in the club yesterday, holy smokes. Like, and I told Chris, like, isn't it so cool that someone who has suffered from serious throat chakra issues and being able to speak up and to express themselves is finally able to stand up and say, you know what, I can now teach and inspire others to open up their voice and to share their gifts with the world. It was like such a cool moment for me. It was coming full circle to know that like my healing is like happening and has happened and will continue to happen. But I'm at a place now that I can share that with other people. And that's exactly why Chris and I love to help inspire you guys, because we know that once you go through these transformations and healings and you release some of this, some of the lessons that you're meant to learn, you're going to be able to help inspire and empower other people along your way. Let's see. I like to climb trees and dance. Oh, I love that so much. Anne says, this card speaks so much to me right now. I need to play more than work. You know what? I totally agree with you. You should totally play. If you're not balancing play and work, and again, back to the first card, wherever it is, tune into your inner peace. This is a whole, your peace is like built on play as well, right? Because when we're playing, we're not worried about the future. We're not in a state of anything less than love and joy. And that to me is ultimately where we find our peace, is when we can tune into love and we can tune into our joy and not worry about the stress or anything else that we create negatively in our life. Let's see what else you guys, coloring and climbing trees. Okay, climbing trees is clearly a common answer. So it takes me back to my childhood. There was a willow tree in between my yard and my, it's an interesting story. My biological father was my neighbor for a while, even though I was adopted by my stepfather. And there was a willow tree in between our houses. And I remember always sitting in that tree and climbing up there and spending time. I spent so much time in that willow tree. And now willow trees, to me, are very special. They represent that part of my childhood. And also the spiritual representation behind a willow tree is intuition. So I find it really interesting that that was the tree I ended up spending so much time as a child in, helping to develop my intuition. Oh, okay. So one last thing I want to share with you. I'm working on getting a special opt-in just for this Oracle deck. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll be posting more sneak peek photos of the artwork as we are getting closer and closer to completion of my deck. I am so excited to share this with you. And the last thing is, I'm curious if you're interested. So most of you know I've created Tarot 101. It's a 2.5-hour masterclass where I share all of my secrets on how to get started with the Tarot and how to intuitively interpret the cards. And it also helps to take your reading level to the next level if you're like intermediate, right? But what I didn't fully talk about in Tarot 101, we went a little bit into business. We talked about how you can charge and how you can start doing that, but we didn't go into the full-blown like legality of it. Like, here's something you probably probably don't know, I can't accept any money through Stripe because I'm a psychic tarot reader, and they flagged my account within the first few months of being in business a few years ago. So there's so many things that we don't talk about in this industry, where we get on here and read cards for you, right? And we share the intuitive part, but we don't always share the business part. So I'm curious if you have been through Tarot 101 and you want to take your readings to the next level where you can actually earn a profit and go into business for yourself, please let me know if that's something you're interested in. A lot of the girls in the Elevated Life actually were asking about that yesterday during the training. So I thought, you know, I've had it in my mind, I've been thinking about it, but I've been working on the Oracle deck, so it wasn't something I was putting on my plate. I want to know if that's something you're interested in. If you're a beginner and would like to access Tarot 101, then be sure to go to brittanycarmichael.com/Tarot101 to get started so that you know how to intuitively interpret the cards, where to buy your cards, how to cleanse them, how to read for other people, how to get started, how to use the journal. There's so many things that are a special part of reading tarot that I share in that masterclass. I loved your Tarot 101 class. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're a part of that. Would you be interested in Tarot 201, where we take it to the next level and we talk about even more ways to turn it into a business for yourself? Let me know if that's something you're interested in. My favorite is willow trees. I love that. So cool. So let's just recap for the week. We've got tune into your inner peace. Let me know, what do you need in order to find your peace right now? Do you need to release something? Do you need to bring more of something into your life? What is that thing for you? Show off your inner sparkle and shine from the inside. Oh my gosh, I love this. So make sure that you are tapping into those authentic parts of yourself where you're no longer looking for that external validation. You don't need other people to tell you that you're amazing or that you're beautiful. Start telling yourself that you're amazing and beautiful. And then the last one is unleash your inner wild child. Get up and dance. Let go, be free, start playing again, act as if you were a kid, and be spontaneous. Like, go after your dreams, like stop caring what the neighbors think, run through the streets half naked if you need to. I'm not really saying, I mean, you can do that if you want, but literally just get up and shake it out. Like, have a good laugh, like call a friend that just makes you like hysterically laugh. Just do something fun that like breaks up your routine and brings a little joy. The timing of you bringing that up is like, wow. Well, then something must be going on. Shoot me a message if you're interested, and I will be sure to get something going for like a live. Well, we did Tarot 101 live, and it was so much fun. So we may just have to go live again for Tarot 201, where I teach you all my business skills for reading tarot. I felt like I've been doing great on getting back to feeling good. I've loved this woo-woo. Yay! I'm so excited that you're back on track. You know, it's an everyday process. Like every single day you wake up and check in. And that's why I practice yoga and do meditation each morning, because I need that quiet space to ask my soul, like, hey, honey, what do you need today? And today she was a hot mess. Yesterday, I knocked everything off my to-do list. There was like a million things. I crossed them all off, added some, crossed them off. Like, I was literally on fire. I'm telling you, that Elevated Life training on effective communication was beyond. So I was literally on fire. This morning, woke up and I just like, I didn't even know like what's happening today. I'm having some issues with my tooth, so calling the dentist, trying to get that sorted out, like it just knocked me off my game. And so, you know what, instead of fighting it, instead of being like, oh my God, I have to create an Oracle opt-in, I gotta finish my guidebook, instead of freaking out, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have an orgasm and take a nap. And that's exactly what I did. I was awoken by my husband. He said, babe, it's Woo Woo Wednesday. Are you ready to get up and do Woo Woo Wednesday? So you know what? That's exactly what I did. I took time for me, and now here I am being able to serve because I filled my cup up. Had I tried to push through and do all the things on my to-do list today that just weren't flowing, then maybe I wouldn't have been able to show up and be on fire for you guys today. So I just hope that you recognize that every day is an opportunity. Every moment is an opportunity to ask yourself, like, what do I need? It's not like one and done, right? It's an everyday relationship that you have to tune into. Thank you so much for being here, for your support for Woo Woo Wednesday. I love being able to share wisdom and insight on how you can empower and love yourself, because that's exactly what this Oracle deck is all about, is learning to be your authentic self, learning to trust that you have all the answers that you need. I'm more than excited to get this out into the world. Like, whoa, this project has been a beautiful dream come true. And now that we're almost at the end, it's like, I feel like Christmas is around the corner. So I'm super excited to share this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, DM me, comment, whatever you got to do. If you'd like a private reading, then go to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot. I'm actually opening up my one-on-one tarot readings just for a short period during the summer. I've got some extra time in between creating this Oracle guidebook for you guys. I've got a few people on the calendar for June, so I don't have too many spots left. But if you've been interested in diving deeper into your purpose, your passion, the blocks that are holding you back, then do not hesitate to reach out for this one-on-one empowerment call. Yes, it is a tarot reading, but it's also like a soul coaching transformational session. So if it's business, relationships, or just your own personal shit, I'm happy to help guide you to that next level of confidence and clarity that you've been searching for, because I know that you've got that within you, but you just need the right person to help guide you there. So if you're interested in working with me, you can go to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. If you know a soul sister who would love this reading, please tag them in the comments below. And if you'd like more from me, then come hang out with me inside my private Facebook group, Shine Tribe Sisterhood. I'll be hosting a body positive pool party on the summer solstice, final announcement, next Friday, June 21st. So if you're local to Frisco, Texas, then please join us at this amazing event where we're going to promote being authentic and being okay with our bodies, right? So it's a body positive pool party. I am so thrilled to bring in the summer solstice with my sisters. So if you are local to Frisco, then be sure to RSVP for next Friday. I will catch you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series. And if you're someone who struggles with communication or sharing their gifts or speaking their truth, setting boundaries, or saying no without feeling guilty, then join us inside the Elevated Life Membership Club, because that training yesterday was lit. I mean, I wrote for 4 hours straight in the guidebook, and I feel like that has not happened before, because, like, you know, it just wasn't flowing. But ooh, the techniques and the meditations that we did inside the club really helped to open up that channel. So if you're someone who wants to express themselves and share their gifts with the world, then you don't want to miss that masterclass inside the Elevated Life Membership Club. You can go to brittanycarmichael.com/membership to access that training, along with all the past content we've done for the last 2 years. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to catch you on Friday for the Elevated Life Live series with Chris, and I will see you guys later. Peace.